Run to the door. Early in the morning, Saturday morning. Here he come down the block, catwalk.
Yeah.
And I'm 48 now. Yeah, that's how long ago that was.
Yeah, it's my pop's friend right here.
Right. That's what's up.
He said he's doing what
Yeah,
again?
doing the willies down the block.
How
11,
long?
12 years old, watching. He's still doing it.
He was
Old
12?
school, OG. Yeah, for sure.
How old is he now?
48.
48?
48, yeah.
So he been popping willies for like 30-something
30
years.
something plus. Yeah, he was doing it before I started seeing him do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go right here.
I'm with that Draco. Walking in places you can't go. I only fuck on them bad hoes. Hitting them past of the Mondo. I need the cash pronto. I don't throw in a session like Romo. Ride with that nine like a Rondo. Jig in the morning, Alonzo. Nigga try to take my chain, I'm hit. Every play nigga get, I'm hit. Little baby throw that pussy, I'm hit. All the two homie know that it hit. Couldn't keep behind me, nigga, I hit it. Every nigga with me ready to hit. Mono in the
Like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what I want to go over today, really quick. There were some of you who had went through certain cycles in your life, right? Where you were in the building phase. And what I mean by the building phase, God had given you this purpose. You had this purpose. You had this destiny. You had this aura, this way of being about you, right? That a lot of people didn't understand. They sensed it, but a lot of people didn't understand. And see, the thing is, you were in this building phase. And while you were in this building phase, there were a lot of things that weren't yet illuminated to you. There were a lot of things that hadn't come to you yet. And there were just things that you wanted that just wasn't, things just weren't coming the way that you wanted it to come because you were what? In the building phase. Now, while you were building up this foundation, or you were building up this following, or you were building up something generational wealth for yourself, you had a lot of people who was messing with your pockets. You had a lot of people who was messing with your mind. You had a lot of people who was messing with your heart, with your health. Take it how it resonates. However these people were doing things, it was pulling strings behind the scenes and pump faking in your face so they could stay around you, so they can know how to sabotage you. And I'm going to get to that later on, why people were so evil. But you were in the building phase of your life. And while you were building this house up, you was building this thing up, whatever, people were laughing at you because they didn't know what you was doing or where it was going to go. And as soon as they saw that thing, take off, they saw it take off. Everybody was like, looking at you like, how did you do that? You got to understand something. You know, what is going on right now, like I tell y'all, God is balancing out the scales. I'm watching Jade, because you better stop chewing on that. You know better. Go on the playpen. Go on the playpen. Go. Play. You had a lot of people, like I said, that was messing with your coin. And so what I mean by that, a lot of people were doing things behind the scenes to try to sabotage you. They were trying to take from you. They were trying to just walk all over you, stomp all over you, punch all over you, beat you down to a pulp, and then some. And they just were relentless because of them evil spirits that was on these people. But let me tell you something. And it was a couple of people in particular who were in cahoots. These people were jumping on the bandwagon, right? Did not know you, but these people jumped on the bandwagon because it was just like to see everyone hate you and see everyone go against you. No one was trying to really pay attention to why a person was being so evil, or why a person was being so infatuated and engulfed in what you was doing, trying to make a mockery out of it, or just going out their way to do things to mess with you, to hurt you, so you look stupid, so they could laugh at you, so they could just be whatever it is that they wanted to be in life. But it came at your expense. And this is what they were trying to hide from people. This is what they was trying to cloak from people. So when you had lost it all and it burnt down and you was building it back up, again, you in the building phase. You got a lot of people didn't know where that thing was going to go and laughing at you for even trying to build something back up that had burnt to ashes. But God was giving you that strength and telling you to do what you was doing. And so that's why you got up every day. Wipe the tears from your eyes, baby. Wipe the tears from your lonely eyes. You got up every day and you said, I don't care who walking with me, who think that this mess funny. I may be in a hell right now, but God gonna give me my peace on earth. I just got to be dutiful. And that thing was hard to do because everything had crashed and burnt around you, and everybody thought that mess was funny. Everybody who had a hand in it, everybody who wanted to be a part of it, everybody who helped people go against you, like the evilness and the foolery in people, man, it was just beyond me. But like I tell y'all, stop looking at things in the physical, and the minute you started looking at things in the spiritual, after it had all happened and God illuminated things to you, it made sense. But it still didn't fill that void. It still didn't give you back your time and everything, energy that you wasted, how you was hurt. Making and getting successful, that's why I tell y'all, it's like a mental imprint on you. These things are stuck with you forever. But what God was trying to do is give you the strength to build that thing back up, man. Maybe you was battling health-wise. Maybe you was battling things personal. Maybe you was battling whatever you was battling. And it's like, you didn't understand why no one tried. It's like, even if they don't have to like you, but why go against you? You had people who didn't even like you at this point when they saw how you was trying to build it back up. It's like they thought, they felt pity for you. They didn't even like you. They felt pity for you because, see, from their perspective, they saw someone who lost everything and trying to build it back up. But how you lost it and how much you lost, it just, you probably was, if it wasn't for God, you probably would have never got back right. You get what I'm saying? You was going to be working so hard for the rest of your days. Probably was going, I hate to say certain things, but facts is facts. You probably was really going, you weren't going to be able to break the generational curse on your family, because not only were you in poverty, now you're trying to get up out of that, and you still got, so it was some type of curse around you. People was dabbling in things, doing things, and you had no business. But they saw you trying to build it back up. And see, the minute that it took off, now you had people going from laughing and hating on you and to saying, let me go ahead and pull up a chair and pop my popcorn, stir my ice and my Coke. Let me go ahead and tune in, because this right here is a miracle. This right here is a success story. This right here is God all up in this. I probably didn't believe in that man before, but I'm seeing it in this situation. It's all up in this situation. That house crashed and burned, man. Now, how they got it to this? That house had crashed and burned. I know you saw that house crash. Yeah, man, I saw that house crash and burn. I know you saw holes in it. Yeah. See, the thing is, as soon as your coins, and while you was building it, you had hit to that, like, that phase where things were good. You just had to put the finishing touches on it, right? And that's when God brought you in and stabilized you. So as your coin was increasing, as your abundance and prosperity was kicking in, it was decreasing for these people who went against you. Blow for blow. Punch for punch, slap for a slap, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, God say. That mess ain't funny no more, is it? God say, everything that the enemy stole from you. He taking it from them and giving it back to you times 10. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb, Fleeces White Snow. I ain't playing. I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. Look at your money. Look at how it done grown. Look at where you are in your life right now. Go ahead, check your bank account real quick and just go ahead, kiss the phone. Be like, thank you, God. Oh, I thank you. I praise you. Even if you ain't bring the money, man, I was going to praise you for just getting me through. For not allowing me to give up. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You don't do that. And I'm going to get back and touch on the evilness in these people. I tell you all the time, when you chosen people all the time, they want to say, ooh, everybody claiming to be chosen, everybody claiming to be divine. I want that too. I want gifts too. I want money too. Do you want the hell that's come with that too? Because I can go ahead and serve you on a platter, baby. You want the hell that come along with that too? Huh? You want the hell that come along with it? The alienation, the isolation, the adversity, the opposition that go along with that too? Because you went through it. And you didn't understand it. You said, man, I get people holding resentments or grudges or thinking of me in a certain type of way because things I've done, but I never tried to hide it from people. If you ask me, I'll be real with you. I'll explain it to you. But that's the thing. No one wanted explanation. No one wanted clarity. No one wanted to seek out the truth. Everybody wanted to say monkey see, monkey do. And now God's saying an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Cough it up and pay it up. Some of these people ain't gonna never give you back your credit. I tell you, some people ain't gonna give you your credit. They watching this right now. You ain't got to give me the credit. You ain't got to give me the money back in my hands, sir. But when you see everything, as soon as you make money and you losing it, when you see everything crashing and you losing stuff and you back at ground zero and you trying to figure out how you was just here and you here because of how you went against people who was undeserving of it. That's what's happening. These people never wanted to give you money in your hand, was taken from you and given to other people with your money, making it seem like they was the big kahuna with your money, coming up on a new status with your money, with your good grace, your hard work. This is what you didn't understand. You like, listen, man, I ain't never been no bum, boy. I always kept money in my pocket. Always had me a job. Never afraid to go ahead and get my hands dirty to get this money. But you gonna sit up here and try to make me out to be something that I'm not? You gonna sit up here knowing full well who was helping who was caring for who was feeding who was clothing who, and you just was hell bent on trying to make it seem like what I was giving was pennies. But it was the whole course. It was whole meal, appetizer, and then some. That's how some of these people is making you feel, man. Ain't nobody around them. Let me tell you something. God say, ain't none of them that they invested to, none of them that they put above you, none of them could hold a candle next to you. None of them gave an inch, a quarter, a half of what you was given. But to keep you down and to keep you feeling like what you doing ain't enough is to have you keep giving more. That was the psychological game that these people was pulling. And see, the thing is, let me tell you something. Dang, what else had came to me? What else had came to me? Oh, they'll do this, right? They'll say, when things started being, see, that God was telling you move forward, because these people, man, it's like you kept moving. These people was just here, right? Black, like this. You moving on, trying to go on with your life. Watching you. Stuck right here. But they didn't want people to know that. They want people to think, oh, man, this, them, it ain't what it seemed. Because people was getting on some of these people who went against you. They was getting flack for that. They thought they was gonna get praise for that. They thought they was gonna get a high up for that. They thought they was gonna get a fist bump for that. But people started ridiculing and saying, yo, like, this don't make sense, man. This ain't cool. Like, even those who were probably on with it before, but then saw how black, like how much these people wanted to go against you. It was a group of people. But it was a leader. They all had a leader. But it was a group of people. These group of people started backing up and saying, it's you. But they ain't said to this person, they saw. They said, nah, I don't want you to be on me like that. Like you on them, nah. I don't want that type of pressure because yeah. I'm fighting. But these people were watching you and they was praising you behind the scenes. It was like, dang, like this. They must be really on God because God must really be protecting them. Because they knew what this person was doing. And the thing is, because they was getting it so much from everybody, they didn't want people to hate them. They wanted people to hate you. So they was like, nah, it ain't what it seemed. They not just as innocent as they look. I'm trying to tell you something, man. People they not there and tried to make it seem like you weren't there, but it was really these people. That's why God say, move forward. Everything is going to be exposed in due time. Stop thinking that you got to take your name out of every person's mouth that talk about you. If you ain't hating, listen, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I keep trying to tell you that. You got to start looking like, I would hate me too. How pretty I look, I hate me too. How much I'm about my money, how I'm a boss, how I'm a hustler. I hate me too if I got things stable. I hate me too if this is the life that I live. This ain't what it seemed. No one wanted to check this person or cross-reference stuff because people wanted to hate. Some people, you can't get to them because some people gonna want to believe what they want to believe because to talk about you or to hate you or to keep you in this place, it makes them feel good about themselves. They just like hating you for whatever the reason. So these people were still on board, but it was some people who backed up and gave up because they was like, yo, this person ain't never do nothing to me. I don't know what bad blood or bone you got to pick with that person, but you go ahead and you do that. Don't include me in it no more. I don't want it. I don't want it. But God's saying eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You wanted it before. You was part of it before. So you ain't gonna get it like this person, but you still gonna get it. Pay up. See, the thing is, people thought they was just going against you because they weren't spiritual. They was looking at the flesh. I'm just going against them. If I just go against them, I'm going to stop them. I'm going to hurt them. I'm going to make them broke. I'm going to get them out their mind. But God say, you playing with me, boy. You playing with me, man. You not just hitting them when you go after them. You going after me because I appointed them in this position. I got something that I need them to carry out. That's why I stay on top of them. Everything that they got and what they do, I'm ordering their steps. I'm telling them what to do. Now, they chose to not fight me and they chose to surrender to the cause and they're doing what I'm telling them to do. That's why I'm blessing them. Don't get this twisted. But I see how when they got on their path and he was doing what I needed them to do, all y'all and your mama and your daddy and everybody involved was kept trying to mess with this person. They weren't messing with you. So an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Pay it up. And like I say, God say, whatever they stole from you, he taking it back from them in some type of shape, way, form, or another. He taking it back from these people and he giving it back to you times 10. He say, look, there you go. They ain't want to give you back. There you go. Oh, they ain't want to give you nothing to make you to invest back in yourself. Here you go. I'm going to give it back to you. And I'm going to take it from them because I'm going to leave them with nothing. They going to know what that mess feel like. They going to know what that mess feel like. They wasn't at ground zero when they came in your life. They was pump faking because they wanted to squeeze the very life out of you. But they about to be at ground zero. If there's a below level, below zero, that's where they about to be. They about to be at negative 0.500. They ain't about to have nothing. They about to be in so much debt. They about to be owing people. They ain't gonna be able to pump fake at the position that they about to be in. They not. They owe too much. They got to start paying things back. They in debt. And like I say, whatever they took from you, man, they took time from you, wasted that time because to sit up here and know you don't like somebody, know you hate somebody, know you jealous about somebody, and you sit up there and you waste their time because you going behind their back trying to work with other people to go against them, take from them, lie to them, to make them look like a fool. In whatever way these people was wasting your time, they was wasting your time. And God saying eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Now you wasted 2 years on them. They about to be 5 years knowing what that feel like. They about to be in 5 years of poverty, 5 years of debt, 5 years of heartbreak, 5 years of pain, 5 years of loneliness, 5 years of people playing on their heartstrings, 5 years for your 2 years. I ain't playing. They thought they was getting away with it because they ain't see an official judge for the mess that they was doing behind your back. But God say, I'm no official judge. Play with it, sir. Play with it, ma'am. I'm no official. I was taking record of everything you was doing. You thought that mess was cool to go and take people information and try to go and scam them? You want to commit fraud now? Okay. You just left this person in their face and this person told you that they needed help. You act like you ain't help them, but then you went around and want to go and buy a chick dinner because you want to get up in their drawers. Okay. That's what we doing now. This person considered you a friend, would have gave you the clothes off their back, and you sit up here and you talking about them? You sit up here and you want to see what you can do to sabotage them, to take from them? Okay. It wasn't getting in the physical, but in the spiritual, this the thing. When things start falling apart in their life, and they just looking at it like it could be something so simple as they got to get to a job interview. They know this person gonna hire them. The person already said, hey, I really want you to just show up for my boss. Boom. The tire blow out. Now, not only was they late, but something happened with their phone, so they weren't even able. So by the time they do get this person like, why would you even show up? You didn't call. You didn't say anything. No, I don't. The offer is off the table. They trying to figure out just as quick as they get money why it's an extra bill that they got to pay. Huh? It's something that now the people saying they want a refund on their money. Okay. That's how they paying it back. That's how they paying it back, but they not looking at it. They silly, they not looking at it like that. They encounter a friend who they get in an altercation with because that friend just is worse or arrogant as them as they was trying to be with you. And they couldn't handle it. That's how they paying it back. Anybody, family, friends, anybody who went against you, that's how it's happening because God is the official judge in your life. God was the person who was going around doing the checks and balances. He saw everything. He was going down the list. So when it came time, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, pay it up, cough it up, your coin was increasing while their coins was decreasing. Close to depletion. If not already. Because they want to play with the wrong one. I'm trying to tell you, and whatever they was doing to you, they was getting it back even more treacherous. More slimy and grimy and foul than how they dished it out to you. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I say people gonna learn today not to mess with me and mine. When somebody is about their business and on their path, stay out their way. I keep trying to tell y'all that you'll save yourself a whole lot of heartache and pain if you just heal. Do whatever you got to do to heal. Just step back. If you got some jealousy and some envy, go and pray about that. Go get that up out of you. Before you do something stupid that's going to cause you more hell than what you want to deal with. Get yourself right. But it's like you were the light sent in these people's lives to try to get them right. And they just didn't know what to do with you. They fumbled the ball. They can't say it wasn't in their court. Can't say you wasn't in their corner, that you wasn't down for them. But they fumbled the ball. They didn't know what to do with a gem. They was too busy around here playing with gold candy coins. With candy coins, you know them candy coins that look like they got the gold wrapping on the outside of it. They didn't know what to do when God brought them real gold. God said, this is real gold. But you sit up here and you fumble the ball with this to go get some fake gold. You a fool. But, you know, what can you do with people like that? But I'm telling you, you singing a whole different tune now. My. The tables show have turned, oh, Hey, and you got your enemy saying, my, ooh. That's a bridge I wish I hadn't burned. I'm telling you, they wish they hadn't burned them bridges, but it's like too little too late. Stop wishing and pleading and hoping. These people ain't gonna never get it back good how they had it with you, because you was a gift sent in their life and they fumbled it. They crushed it. That's a slap to God's face, boy. Everything that's coming their way is God's wrath. Because they slapped God in the face when they sat up here and hurt you and betrayed you and sabotaged you and talked about you and went against you. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And that's why God's saying at the end of the day, everything that they took, everything that they stole, your time, your dignity, your name, your reputation, your relationships, your friendships, your opportunities, your finances, everything that the enemy thought that they stole from you, God is taking from them and giving it right back to you times 10. Because he's saying an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I was the official judge the whole time, taking record of the mess that you was doing behind this person's back. And you about to pay for it. You about to be in debt for a good minute, buddy. You about to be in debt for a good minute, ma'am. So just go ahead and go with the flow. Just go ahead and go with the spiritual flow, because you done dished it out. Now it's time to get it back. I'm telling you, these people so mad of how hard they have to work now for pennies. You was giving them dollars. They ain't know what to do with it. Now they got to put in extra overtime for pennies, and they mad. Instead of being appreciative that they even able to make that after what they've done. They either making pennies or they being left with pennies. Either way it go, they got a debt. And God say it's time to collect. What you thought this was a game? You thought they was somebody to play with. Cause no one was sticking up for them. Cause you thought they ain't have nobody on their side. Oh, well, you thought wrong. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Your money is increasing. Your money is increasing. It's increasing. It's increasing. Theirs is decreasing. And they don't understand it. They're confused. Trying to tell you things have turned now. My. The tables sure have turned. Oh, yeah. And you got your enemy saying, my. That's the bridge I wish I hadn't burned. Because God is taking everything that they thought they stole from you and giving it back to you times 10. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb Fleeces White Snow. So you go ahead and you keep holding your head up high. Matter of fact, after you finish watching this video, go ahead and think. Say, thank you, God. Thank you for getting me through. Thank you for giving me justice. Thank you for being the official judge of my life. Lord knows. You know, Lord. You know, Lord, no one was ready to believe me. You know, if I would have came out with this stuff, no one was going to believe me. But you set things up so perfectly. You was so calculated, as my enemies thought that they were to go against me. You was so calculated, sitting up there and waiting and knowing that your next move was going to be your best move. You was out here playing, I'm telling you. God was out here playing chess. These people was playing checkers. These people didn't know who they was going up against. They didn't know, but they got a clue now. Thank you, God. Just say thank you, God. Thank you for being the official judge of my life. Thank you for giving me back everything that I lost hope for. Thank you. I give you all praise, honor, and glory, Father. You are my rose of Sharon, my lily of the valley, my bright and morning star. You are my confidant. You are my everything. You are my friend. You are everything to me. I owe you everything, God, because I would have nothing if it wasn't for you. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Because he went in on your enemies. I'm telling you that right now. He went in, he's still going in. He not going to let up just like they ain't want to let up off of you. It's funny. The evilness that was surrounded around these people that they was in, they was in so much darkness, so much low vibration. Everyone thought that mess was funny until God started. Oh, it's time to pay up. What? Time to pay up what? I ain't got no debts. Oh, yes, you do. You remember when you stole from so-and-so? Remember when you wasted so-and-so time? Remember it's time to pay up for that. How you going to pay me back? Oh, I ain't got nothing. Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, you do. And it's time to take that and divvy that up real quick. So I can go back and give it back from my chosen one that you thought it was funny to steal it from. God say everything that your enemies thought they stole from you, everything is, he taking it back from these people and he giving it back to you times 10. So just go and give that man. That's all I'm saying. Just go give him the praise, honor, and glory, because this is true. This is true. And you know what I'm saying is the truth. You know I speak the gospel truth. You know I come with that real, I don't come with that fake. So if you know what you know and you know you're in a position right now and you looking back on what you had and you saying it's like, I told y'all when these blessings started coming in, it was like, it was going to come in God's speed, like you ain't waste no time. So let's say you had ample amount of money in your savings at one point in time back then, and then you lost it. And then 2-3 years went by of you not making the money or being able to put back into your savings. When God came through, it was like he was blessing you quadruple for everything that you lost. So when you added it up and you did the calculations, you like, dang, it's like if I would have kept this up plus the lump that I had in, and then it's like I ain't waste no time making money. Yeah. It's like you really ain't waste no time. And God's saying, I can't make up for how people dragged your name through the mud. You know, I can't make up for that. I can't make up for the hell that you went through before. People gonna have their own perception about you to the day that they die. You ain't gonna be nothing you gonna be able to do about that, baby. You gotta let people be. People want to be stuck. People want to be confused. People want to be stagnant. People want to be evil. People want to be low vibrational. You gotta let them. But you know you made a change. You know that God got you through. You know the things that you've been through. He can't make up for all that stuff, but he's giving you all the abundance, all the peace, all the happiness that you can ever put your mind to or even think that you could have. He's giving it to you. He's giving that to you. Because he's saying eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You played it with the wrong one. You played it with the wrong ones. Yeah. So understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, life example, you got it in me. You know I'm your sister. I'm your confidant. I come with that real, I don't come with that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck. All right? And know, and don't you ever forget that we ride together and we slide together. Keep reaching and keep teaching folks and keep inspiring others to join the JC game. You hear me? And just to end it off, the booking website will be up soon. Like I said, I'm adding the contact tab. I want to add something else with the scheduling. If not, the way that it's going to work is you will have to book me through the website. And then once you send and you pretty much pay for the session, then what you're going to have to do is include in that little note section the time that you want it for, and then it's going to route to me. But I want to get things a little bit more structured with the scheduling, so that's going to depend on when I actually go live with the website, okay? So bear with me on that, but that's coming soon. And until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and be blessed and understand, man. I'm going to be your sister for life. You better hold your head up and wipe them tears, man. I know that mess that you went through hurt because you was dealing around with a lot of evil people. You can't make nobody look at you a certain type of way. You can't make people respect you. All you wanted, you kept reaching out your hand and crying out to people. Oh, my God. I don't like being in that energy, babies. That energy was just so, Just understand that if they do it to you, you ain't the only one that they've done this to. That's why God had to handle these people. So let it go. See, I open up my windows, I let the light shine. I got, do whatever it is that make you happy. Don't get caught up in, oh, I got to look this way, I got to have it. Man, I tell y'all, just let the light shine in. Play your music, go out, go get a little spa date, take yourself out on dinner. Love yourself. If you got to back up from relationship for a while till you heal, friendships for a while till you heal, just people in general till you heal, then you do just that. Do what you got to do for you. It's your life out here, because going through all that hell with people, evil people, it reminded you on how precious life is. And how people, just in the split of a second, by you dealing with the wrong people, can just take it from you just like that. Because you're dealing with the wrong people that you don't need to be dealing with. And they don't care. They evil, so they ruthless. They evil, so they two-timing. They evil, so they do things that is enabling them to hurt you and go against you because of those demonic spirits that's attached to these people. It ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. Ain't no go around about it. Those who are spiritual understand what I'm talking about. It's the ones who are not spiritual who will sit up here and have something to say. Because you don't think that stuff exists. What other explanation could you have for a person going up against you like that? There's no way that you can justify that. But that these people are messed up and they was raised wrong. So that's why God was telling you, don't try to understand these people. Just let me go ahead and give you a new beginning. And let me just let you get you away so that you can have a chance at a life. Because he saw how these people tried to suffocate you and kill you, man. So I want you, the everyday understanding, you listen to me what I'm saying, and don't you play with me about it. You get up every day. You shake it off. You cry if you have to, because that's a mental imprint. You ain't going to never be able to forget it, but we've already in the stage of forgiving people. And you get up and you play your music and you scream and you just jump and you sing and you do whatever you got to. But don't you allow people to keep you reminiscing over that hurt and over that pain. You were victimized, now move from it. Don't keep yourself stagnant. You show God that you're not appreciative of the things he's bringing to you when you stay focused on how people went against you and how much you lost. That was then, this is now. That was then. This is now. You're starting all over again. Oh, Shirley, you see how Shirley came to me just now? That was then, but this is now. And baby, you're starting all over again. Oh, that was then. This is now. You're starting all over again. You gotta let it go. 'Cause that was then. Oh, but this is now. And you're starting all over again. Starting all over. You gotta let the past go. You gotta let it go, and you gotta ask God to help you heal. Starting all over. Starting all over. You're starting all over again. You're starting all over. You're starting all over. You're starting all over again. 'Cause that was then, but this is now. You're starting all over again. And I know that it hurt you because of what you lost and how people thought that mess was funny. I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you to do now is just breathe it in and breathe it out. And life goes on. God got you away from these people. So it's up to you whether or not you go back and how long you choose to keep dealing with it and harboring and staying in that energy. But that was then. This is now. God blessed you so you can start all over again. He brought that money back. And now with the money, you get to choose what you want to do with your time. So you get to make up for all that lost time. Make up for all that heartbreak. You can go on ahead and step out on people, man. Boss up, glow up. Don't matter what you lost and what you didn't have and how you was looking. Because that was then. This is now. You're starting all over again. You got to get out your head, baby. Because listen, God was the official judge in your life. He was keeping those checks and balances. He is dishing back to these people. They did not get away with that. If that makes you feel something, I'm telling you, it's, yeah. People going to try to keep up with appearances because they pride shot. They embarrassed. Ain't that funny how a person could sit up here and be that evil, but then when the stuff is being dished back out to them, they want people to know how bad they struggling, but wanted everybody and their mama to laugh at you and how you was struggling. But that was then. This is now. You're starting all over again. And excuse me if I'm off key, but this song just came to me. You know what I'm saying? That was then. This is now. You get to start all over again. Start anew. You get to start fresh. Go plan a trip. I know COVID here, but wherever the people will let you go, go. Go get by the water. Go do something. Go hug your babies. Go spend time with your babies. Life is too short, man. God got you and allowed you to cross that mountain and cross that hill that you thought was once a stumbling block and a blockage to what you really wanted to do and achieve in life until God had it crumble all down, and he said, now walk across. Because it's time. Never mind them stumbling blocks and those obstacles. Because that was then. This is now. Never mind who went against you and who talked about you, who didn't want to support you. That was then. This is now. Never mind what once was. That was then. This is now. You're starting all over again. Because God said everything that they stole from you, he taking it back and dishing it and giving it right back to you times 10. And until next time, I want y'all to stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, my divine kings and queens. I'm back to do another video. In today's message, what we're going to be talking about, today we're going to be talking about some of the people who you've left behind, right? The people that you had to X out of your life. Not because you were acting bougie. Not because you was acting brand new. Not because you wanted to cut these people off, right? I'm feeling that the people who I'm talking to today, you had to cut some people out of your life, man, because it's just the red flags were just showing. It was just clear as day that these were just not the people that you needed in your life. And see, the message for today of what I wanted to go over, I'm feeling that a lot of these people really screwed themselves out of an opportunity to really be in your life, to be in your life as a family member, to be in your life as a friend, to be in your life just, as a lover. Why? A lot of these people, like I tell y'all, I told you jealousy is an ugly trait. And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, I tell y'all guys, I'm not perfect. But one thing I can tell you, and one thing that you need to know, if people can't respect your presence, bless them with your absence. And that's period, point blank. If people, I don't care who they are, I don't care if they tell you that they love you, but then their actions show different. Some of y'all have people around you, man. I tell y'all all the time, that secret competition. And the only reason why you'll ask yourself, well, why me? It's not like I'm the richest person in the world, the prettiest person, or this, that, and the third. I tell you all the time, number one, it's because you've chosen. And number two, the journey and the path that you're on, what you're destined to become. You get me what I'm saying? I tell you all the time, people can see that and sense that on you. They know you're not no Johnny come by lately type of regular, degular, smuggler person. And see, a lot of these people felt like a fly on the wall, felt like a speck standing next to you, and they couldn't handle it. So you'll find yourself, and I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong because watch what I'm about to say. There were certain situations, right, that you were in. It made you look at these people sideways, but I'm feeling like you overlooked it because of the years. You overlooked it because of the bond that you thought you had with people, right? Something so simple like y'all playing the game and maybe they trying to shorthand you or undercut you or do something because they want to win a simple game. Like it made you look at these people sideways like, you pressed by the game. You gotta do all this to do this and try to win a game. And I'm feeling like they did it when they saw that you was winning or whatever the case may be. In whatever situation these people, maybe it'd be like somebody trying to talk to you. You just, the thing is, I'm feeling like it just come natural for you. It come natural for you to attract people. It come natural. Your intelligence, your quick on your feet, you funny, you just natural with it. You get me what I'm saying? And a lot of these people, they hated that about you. They hated that about you, that you were so intelligent, the caliber of men that maybe you were attracting, the jobs, the caliber of women that you were attracting, the money that you was making. You just always were 10 steps ahead of these people that you were around. It's clear, it's evident, the proof is in the pudding. And these are people who talked about you. It could be family, whatever the case may be. One thing about it that they always see about you, you always land on your feet. And not only do you land on your feet, you always place yourself in a position to succeed and do better than what you was doing previously, or when they last saw you, or whatever the case. You always on the come up. And so when you come around people and people be like, dang, so and so, what's up, bump bump bump, yeah man, I just got this, or they can see it, like they can see it that you got your money, you on that come up. You get me what I'm saying? When you open your mouth, you're a conversationalist. You get me? You're very intellectual. So let's say that a person trying to call you whatever behind your back, that you don't know this, or trying to call you stupid behind your back, and maybe you come around a group of people, and as soon as you start talking, you open up your mouth, you dropping dimes and knowledge on other people. The way that you talk and the way that you handle yourself, people looking like, oh, what? The very same people that these people you cut out your life, who they was going to and talking to, now people looking at you different because it's not anything. It's you don't know what some of these friends or family was saying behind your back. That's the thing. But see, the people who they were talking to are seeing you, and they like, dang, like, so it's making these people even more upset that they can't say anything bad on you. And if they do, it's like God always has the last say so. He always vindicates you and clear your name, to where people don't have no choice but to sit back and respect the type of person, the king and the queen, the prince and the princess that you are. So at the end of the day, I'm feeling that, what I'm about to say, you had to cut these people out, because at the end of the day, God's saying the reason why these people turn their back on you, the reason why they talked about you, the reason why they left you with no choice but to X them out your life, is because they couldn't handle how great you are. JC, back me up. GPR, you with me? You already know what to do. If any of these messages resonate with you, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And tell a friend to join the JC gang. Reach one, teach one. We ride together. We slide together. JC gang for life. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That's what you need. That's what you started telling people when you woke the hell up and realized who you were. So there are certain gifts and abilities that you haven't even tapped into yet. These people think that, okay, maybe you done came up or whatever the case may be. They thought they had something to hate on. Now you really about to give people a reason. You really about to give people a reason now. Because at the end of the day, God saying, man, this money train ain't stopping. Can't nobody stop that. Don't worry your little head about the fake friends, the fake family, that who you had to cut out. Because let me tell you something. Laugh now, cry later. Your success, your money, that come up, that glow up, got all your haters and enemies and foes and adversaries 38 hot. I'm trying to tell you something. They are so livid. They are upset. Do you hear me what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you something. This is confirmation. You know, every time I come on here, I come with that real. I'm trying to tell you something. I don't know who y'all done cut off. I don't know what it is that you saw, but let me tell you something. Whoever talking out their mouth, talking sideways, posting little subliminals, I'm telling you, they doing it because they jealous and they vengeful and they hate. They trying to do whatever to try to knock you off. So let me tell you something. Whatever it is that you done came across, man, don't take that thing to heart. Let it go, release it in love, charge it to the game, and keep it pushing forward. Because let me tell you something, it's always when God is doing good for you and about to take you to the next level of your life that the enemy and the devil fight you so hard, nail in two, to try to bring you back. But we done came too far to go back. We done came too far to let people bring us down. Be the bigger person. Because understand that you was always on a whole nother level than these people, baby. They couldn't handle your greatness. They laughed at you when they didn't understand you. And now they mad at themselves now that you don't want nothing to do with them. Because now they see all the success and the money. What Beyonce said? The best revenge that you can have is your paper. Stack that paper. Keep doing what God needs you to do. Keep doing right by other people. Man, keep your set regimen, keep your schedule, whatever it is that you're doing, man. Stack that money, stack that money, stack that money. Keep being successful, baby. Keep being beautiful. Keep being handsome. Keep stepping out. Keep doing you. Keep dating. Keep pursuing your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals, man. Don't let these people set you back. Because let me tell you something. They screwed themselves up out of an opportunity to be with you. Because at the end of the day, they did so much. That's the thing with people. They so smart till they dumb. So caught up in themselves instead of looking at the bigger picture. Respecting you. All they had to do was just respect you for who you were. Who you were to them. You ain't never judged these people. But for some strange, wicked reason, they found it funny, humorous, to sit up there and talk about you behind your back. To laugh at your downfalls and your shortcomings to other people. And now all these people look dumb and stupid. Because let me tell you something. Whereas you sit up there and you talk about a person when they're in the darkest moments of their life, fighting to just be better, fighting to want to feel like you want to live life. You know what I'm saying? Like fighting just to see another day. I keep trying to tell you, man, it's like you are an awakened species amongst unawakened people. You were awakened. You knew what it was and what it wasn't. You ain't get caught up in trying to be like everybody else and trends and all that type of stupid stuff. Because at the end of the day, you know it didn't mount up to nothing. You couldn't be nobody but your true, authentic self. And people mocked you for it. People laughed at you for it. But let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you know that you got a friend in me. You know that you got a sister in me. But back to the message. It was so funny. You know why you can't understand people's psyche? Because they were never meant to be on the path with you. They on a whole different other path. And I'm not here to judge nobody. But at the end of the day, if people got inner demons that they have to search out in their soul and get right and get rid of and find God to try to ground themselves, just as you had to do, then at the end of the day, you had no choice but to cut these people off so you can leave them to go do that. Because I'm feeling that a lot of people, Maybe they don't realize it right after you cut them off, but eventually it started sinking in like, okay, so and so gonna just back up for me for no reason. Or if they're trying to figure out why you backed up, then they'll start thinking about the things of which they thought you didn't know that they did behind your back and they knew it was wrong. So, at the end of the day, these people know that they screwed themselves out of an opportunity to be around you, but they so mad, man. Your enemies, people who you cut off, man, these ex people, man, they are so mad. I'm trying to tell you something. I was sitting yesterday, I was, putting this message together, and I had my prayers planned to protect me from my enemies and things like that. I always keep that running all day. For some strange reason, like I came back, I was like, I went to go do something and I didn't hear the prayers playing, and I went back to go check my phone and no one had called, no one had text anything. It just paused. I said, why am I on? I put my prayers back on, I played it again, and then it did it a second time. I said, okay, yeah, I'm not about to go through this. And then I started praying, praying, praying because I didn't know what was going on. Normally, if you play in the video, just so y'all understand where I'm coming from, a video ain't just supposed to pause on its own like that. Like if a text message come through, or maybe if a call come through, okay. If something that pops up on the phone that causes that particular video to stop playing, then yeah. But I didn't have any text messages, anything coming through on that phone. So for me, I'm just saying like, and that's never happened before. So I'm just saying like, they are mad. They're mad that they know at the end of the day, even if they wanted to come back, you just not gonna have it because you think about how you were so genuine with it, man. I'm feeling like it hurt y'all to have to cut these people off. It hurt y'all to have to cut these people off. It did. But at the end of the day, you have to understand something. When God is about to take you to the next level of your life, man, and I keep trying to tell y'all that, and I'm never going to stop saying it, you have to understand that big things are set up for you because what you're going through is not normal, especially when you had to deal with it on every end. We're not just talking about friends. We're talking about fake family too. Why people got to face something of which they know they don't feel when all they got to do is just keep it real and keep a distance from you. People out here trying to compete where they don't compare, trying to make comparisons. And one thing about it, see, the thing is why that hate was even more strong in coming through, when they look at you and then they look at them and then they doing comparisons, which no one should be comparing themselves to nobody, right? Especially when you say you love a person, you got a person back. Don't compare yourself to a person. I'm trying to tell you something. When they did this and they went down the list, they realized it ain't no competition. But they couldn't come to grips with it. So they tried to do every little thing to try to be better than you or make you feel like you just wasn't on their level. Like you was just some tag along. Like you was just over there. Like you just here. You get me what I'm saying? Like you just merely existing. I say, no, you great. Don't you ever let nobody make you feel like that, like you just here. And see, the thing about it, the reason why these people made you feel like that is because they know you was everything but what they was trying to say. They know good and well. All they was doing was just fooling themselves, deceiving themselves, lying to themselves. The people that I'm speaking to today, man, y'all naturally got it. Like beauty, like just your style, your grace. You're blessed. You're blessed and you're favored. And these people are mad that you had to cut them off, baby. But at the end of the day, they don't have nobody to think but themselves because they did it. They did it. You had no choice but to cut them off to get to where you needed to be. And as soon as you did, abundance and all that stuff started coming in for you. That's God trying to tell you something. Watch how bad you was struggling when you had these people in your life. And then watch how things just did a full 180 as soon as you started going down the list. Cut, 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 cut. All this stuff, money, 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 success started coming. You started looking better. Everything started coming in. Maybe it's going to take a while before you build your network and your circle back up again. But let me tell you something. Be great. Be glad that you got your abundance and you got peace, because you never truly know people. You never truly know people. All that having a whole hill of friends, a mountain, all these type of friends, and you don't even know who really rocking with you, who really rolling with you. You don't really know people. Sit back and just thank that man that he brought success and abundance your way. And maybe you don't have these friends. Maybe you really don't want to get back close with some of these family members. And maybe you are alone right now. And if you're not, then to take it how it resonates. If it's not lovers and you in a relationship, but maybe you had to cut off friends and some family members, or maybe you get me what I'm saying? Take it how it resonates. Whoever you had to cut off, you know it needed to go that way, because you couldn't make no one move with the same level of integrity as you was moving with, like when you how you had integrity for yourself, your morals was intact, you was moving in good faith towards people. You couldn't make people do that same thing for you. You can't make people respect you. You can't make people like you. Because at the end of the day, when you sit back and you try to figure out why were they even in that headspace to begin with, you don't even have no answers for it. Because it's not like you was overbearing with it. You was very humble, very loving, very giving. These people were ignorant, they was stupid, they was petty, and they ain't had a sense. They didn't, because all they had to do was just move right with you and they would have been in your life. But at the end of the day, you know that God orchestrates things to work out the way that he needs it to go. So you had to see it. You had to see these people for who they were. And some of them didn't really show you until you cut them off. You get me what I'm saying? Some things and actions that they took against you, they waited until they was no longer in your good graces. I'm feeling I had to say that too. And if they waited, then you know what? They was never real to begin with. Don't be, oh, well, we ain't friends no more. Well, da 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 da. Certain things you just don't do. Whether you're friends with a person no more or not. Like I'm not friends with a whole lot of people, but I still keep their secrets. Even though I know people didn't do it with me. And that's cool. And that's okay. And because I'm telling you, I know that the reason why I was being blessed and I'm being blessed and I will continually be blessed is because how I move towards people. Some days it get hard. Some days it get lonely. But when I sit back, man, and I look back on where I came from, I realize I don't want to go back there. As much as I love these people with every being in my body. You know you love a person when you hurt by their actions. You like, dang man, I thought you was my friend. I'm thinking back to all the good times we had when we was laughing, we was hugging. That's crazy. You looked me in my eye. You told me that you would have my back. You said you would never betray me. You said that you see us getting old and da 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 da. I'm feeling like you made plans with some of these people. I feel like with certain family, you felt like you had something to prove. But no matter what, stupid stuff still come out their mouth. And at the end of the day, it's not your fault. That's the message for today. Even though your enemies are mad, the haters, they mad that you cut them off, you no longer want to deal with them. The success that's coming in and the success that is about to come in. I keep telling y'all, this is the tip. Man. They are sitting somewhere just beating themselves up. And if they're not doing that and they not showing people, trust and believe they miss what they had with you. But it ain't nobody's fault but theirs, because they know that the actions they took when they was with you, or the actions that they took after they stopped hanging with you, they know and ain't no coming back from that, because it was filed. See, sometimes you gotta let a person do what they feel like they big and bad enough to do. I keep trying to tell y'all that. I'm never gonna stop saying it. Let a person do whatever they feel like they big and bad enough to do. Because in the end, God allowed it to where all they did was just exit. They screwed themselves out of an opportunity to be with you because the way that they was moving, they thought that, oh, I don't need this person as my friend. Like, I'm the one that was doing this and da 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 da. I ain't gonna miss them. Da da da. When a person can't respect your presence, right? Bless them with your absence. That's what you did with the family. They could, maybe you was always one to come around. You was always one to come around. You was always the one trying to, be the family person and always being the bigger person. Maybe you knew things. Maybe certain things was brought to your attention, but you still came around as if you didn't even know nothing. As if, you feel me, like whatever information was brought to you, like it wasn't even brought to you. When you went around people would never even know that that they talked about you. Because the way you move, you get me? It's not like, if you know you come from a dysfunctional family or a toxic family, you get me? But when you come around people, it's love. It's love. It's love. At the end of the day, it's like, you was moving right by people, but people couldn't move right by you. So they couldn't respect your presence. In the most kindest way, you blessed them with your absence. And now they mad. Because number one, they know you're not coming back. And number two, they know that they can't come back. But that's neither here nor there. God is blessing you. And at the end of the day, he's letting you know through this message today that these people had to get cut off, that they had to get blocked. You had to get them up out your life. Because let me tell you something. Whatever wasn't illuminated to you before the blessings started coming in, let's just say the blessings would have came in, what they would have done. Maybe whatever you found out now, just think on what level they would have done it if they felt like, or they perceived you to be in a different way, or perceived you to be of higher status, or whatever the case may be. I feel like a person really show you who they are. You at the lowest point of your life. And I feel like some of y'all had to go through these low points so you could separate the real from the fake. A real person gonna be seen with you, gonna be your friend, gonna love you, not gonna talk behind your back, I don't care how you looking. I don't care what your mindset is. I don't care how you move, because see, how you move towards them is with love. So they reciprocate it back to you. But fake people, they showed you who they really was. Laughed at you, thought it was funny. Talked about you, thought it was funny. And now it's not funny no more. Laugh now, cry later. They crying. Because it ain't no more getting back. Ain't no more friends. Ain't no more family is all we got. Ain't no more I'ma love you to the very end. People showed you who they were. Now it's for you to keep pushing and trucking forward and keep being blessed, because you know that you protected. And at the end of the day, I want you to understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, a life example, you know that you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I'm your confidant. I come with that real. I don't come with that fake. I keep it 100. I keep it a buck. I tell y'all what it is and what it's not. I'm that shoulder that you can lean on, and that shoulder that you can cry on. I'm that listening ear that you can vent to. So I want y'all to understand, man, don't take it personal. And if you got to cry and if you got to pray to God to just give you the strength, man, because you still got love in your heart for these people, but you couldn't take them where you were going. I know it's hard, but you got to buckle down, because you don't want to lose everything you worked so hard to build up to this point. Trying to bring fake people back in your life. Take it for what it is. Stop thinking that, oh, if I come back and I stop. Because you don't want people who give you conditional love. They'll, oh, as long as you up and up, as long as you looking good, as long as you did that. Be with the ones, man, who was rocking with you, trying to help you, trying to love you, trying to heal you, man, because they knew you was hurt and broken. Be with the people who came to your rescue when you was at the lowest points in your life, because those are the ones who gonna carry it out to the very end. And when I say the very end, I mean the very end. Okay? So until next time, stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.
Put some music on. I know you got music on here.
I'm just gonna make a lap around the other side, come back. Boy, I feel good just to come on. I'm gonna buy me one. We finna ride. We finna ride. Oh no, I'm finna go buy me one. You didn't hear me. And you down here with me? I thought you was from Pennsylvania.
Ready to save big on trending summer styles? At Ashley, you're in store for more. Get up to 50% off.
Niggas told me down that drill shit. I said, all right, respectfully.
Oh yeah!
When I just see it, so you go down to the very next light, to the right, it'll stay right down to the right.
Yeah, I just left a post about it.
Oh yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
So both of them, Angie and Ed, 100 years.